It's your boy Bam for the 5 o'clock live. Hey, Wednesday, man. Answers and questions, man. You come with the answer, I'm gonna give you the question. You give me the answer, I give you the question. Hey, come on with it, man. It's 5 o'clock live, man. Y'all get on up in here, man. Let's make it do what it do. You come with the question, I got the answer, man. All bullshit to the side, man. Don't get life and bullshit mixed up. That's the problem now, man. It's easy being yourself. It's easy just being who you are. Tap on in, tap on in. Don't run from it, run to it. This ain't a yard, this our yard. This is where the frontliners come in and we do what we do, man. We call a ball and strike a strike. We keep it 100 no matter what the cost is. Hey, we don't sell our soul. We give our souls. Hey, what it do? Corey McHenry, what it do? We got 5 people that tapped in already in just one like. Hey, 4 people must be trolls. 3 people must be trolls. Get on up in here, man. Y'all come with these questions and I got the answer. Respect the opinion of the narrator. Let's have a positive show. James Cash up in the house. What's up, little homie? How you living? How you living? How you living? What it do? What it do? Wolf back up in the joint. Wolf back up in here, man. What it do? What it do? What it do? Hey, check this out, man. I remember when I was in 8th grade, right? I'm gonna show y'all how gang banging is where we don't never forget where we came from or our friends, no matter what they represent and what you represent. I remember I was in 8th grade. 2 dudes I went to elementary with. They family ended up moving in my hood on 132nd. I'll never forget, it was a day in 8th grade at Willowbrook. Stanley Pierce wasn't there yet. Red Eye Rick didn't check in yet because Red Eye Rick was really the first blood that walked the grounds. Anyway, I was in 8th grade. I was in Mr. Odom class, my third period class. Somebody said, man, we got some bloods that checked in the school. They ain't say what set they was in, what set they was from. All they said, we got some bloods and checked in the school. I was like one of the first ones on deck. I run up out the class, run to the office. When I get in the office, check this out, man. 2 of my childhood friends. Black Harry and Willie. Black Willie and Harry, they was brothers from Pueblo Bishops. As soon as I walked in the office, man, I said, oh no, that can't go down. They live next door to my homie, the Riley boys, man, on 132nd by T. Tuck and them, right? I don't even know if T. Tuck remembered them, because he was young. He was in elementary school. But they moved in my hood. And they seen that this was all Crip school. And they stayed for that day. And then their mother ended up, I guess they moved back. They didn't move. They just sent them, they went back to school in LA, going to Edison or something, right? But I couldn't betray them. Although I was a Crip, I couldn't betray them. King, what it do? What it do? I could not betray them. And I didn't betray Front Hood either by not wanting to rush them. You understand what I'm saying? I was loyal to my hood as well as loyal to my friends. You understand what I'm saying? You need to understand. And if they would have went to that school, I guarantee they wouldn't have turned Carver, they wouldn't have turned Corner Pocket, and they wouldn't have turned Front Hood. They'd have stayed being Bloods. Bloods that went to Willowbrook with us was well respected. Red Eye Rick from Fruit Channel, Stanley Pitts from Lucas Park was well respected at Willowbrook. Stanley got there in my 9th grade year. Rick was there in his 9th grade year when I was in there. And they was well respected. Didn't nobody test them, didn't nobody approach them with that gang banging. And they was well respected. And no matter who the family was that Red Eye family was, his family had to respect. But Red Eye Rick commanded a certain amount of more respect past his family respect. And we had to respect that. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. When you get these young brothers be on here, and they be saying cuz too much, putting it on the homies, putting it on the dead homies, they saying blood too much, they mispronouncing how they say the city. That's putting 100 on the 10 and a 10 on the 2, man. And you ain't got to do that. All you have to do is be yourself. There's nothing wrong. It's easy being yourself, and there's nothing wrong with being yourself. When you tend to put more on it, you're creating problems for yourself. Problems sometimes you can't handle. I'm tired of hearing you hit. Now I ain't saying tired. Let me use the phrase it better. It's a trip on how you hear these young cats, old cats, get on social media and say who ain't built for something. How can a dude who ain't never gang banged tell you a person who's built for gang banging? How can a person tell you tell you how they conduct themselves in prison if you ain't never been to prison. You only going by hearsay evidence, hearing what secondhand information, third parties sink ships. If you ain't never been a banker, how you know who's built for banking? You understand what I'm saying? Hey, watch this, man. I know a whole lot of civilians that wasn't punks. I know a whole lot of gang members that was punks. So who to say who ain't built for something? If you ain't never participated in a gang member's life, you don't know who's built for it, who ain't built for it. You might not be built for it, but you can't say who else ain't built for it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? We all got a position to play, and some of us try to play other positions. You understand what I'm saying? That's the part that we shouldn't be doing. Don't boot nothing on your dead homies. 9, 10, they didn't go out and work for their homies. Say it again, man. Say it again. I be so tired of hearing brothers saying on the dead homies on this. Mr. 160, what it do? What's up, OG Johnny Bitch? What it do? What it do, baby? How you living, man? How you living? I'm trying to catch now, man. I'm trying to gun them down before they think they can get to second. But it's a trip. Then somebody sent me a post that Snoopy Badass put in there. This is just content right now, man. This is Wednesday night, have fun, right? Saying he ain't addressing nothing no more. And all the Crips get the WWE belt, right? Hey, don't get mad at us because you expose yourself. Don't get mad at Damoose from saying you ain't from someplace because you expose yourself. Didn't nobody create no false narratives or no lies on Snoopy Mac. Snoopy Mac created all his drama. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what we need to start understanding. Don't get mad at the mess that you create for yourself. If you make your bed, be man enough to lay in your bed. When you create your problems, be man enough to stand up to your problems. Show some form of accountability. Be responsible for your own stupidity. Be responsible for your actions because there's consequences towards negative actions. You understand what I'm saying? So we need to start grasping this. What's wrong with being black? What's wrong with loving each other? What's wrong with respecting each other? Hey, man, I don't care about how Brick Baby, people feel as though Brick Baby got pressed by this. Watch this, man. That wasn't nothing but a gimmick. And that dude, No Jumper, listen to me. No Jumper is very good at exploding brothers and trying to create problems in the black community, whether y'all see that or not. Whenever that man can get two black men to calling each other outside of their names, he playing a role as some form of violence in the black community. And 9 out of 10, an innocent person end up getting hurt. So before you allow yourself to get exploited, take a good look in the mirror and ask yourself, do you love yourself? I see a totally different Brick Baby right now, which I kind of like because he's not putting nothing on them dead homies. I ain't hearing him say too much on the hood thing no more. But Brick Baby, don't let that white man misuse you or abuse you, brother. Use him. Don't let him use you. Don't let him exploit you. They're willing to cause all hell in the name of the brothers trying to rest. Say it again, man. And that's the cold part. We need to start honoring the dead instead of disrespecting them. Big Baby held his composure and said all the righteous things. Snoopy Badass was putting the 12 on the 10. Say it again. And Brick Baby said, man, I'm trying to keep it professional. You understand what I'm saying? It was Snoopy Badass trying to look hard, trying to be more than what the fuck he was. And Brick Baby did maintain his composure. I'm impressed. I commend him on that, right? But at the same token, do not sell your soul by chasing that bag. Do not let nobody exploit you to be the butt of their joke. And Adam 22 is allowing, he's exploiting the black community, is trying to create problems within the black community. He tends to always create problems amongst gang members. He creates problems amongst black gang members. And everybody know when gang members get into it, it's never a one-on-one thing. They come with their neighborhood. They come with their homeboys. And innocent bystanders end up getting hurt. This is what we must cease that. We must start by telling these, how should I say the word? We must tell them we got zero tolerance to Europeans continuously creating problems in the black community and the brown community. And some of us need to start standing up for that. If you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. And that's what a lot of brothers is doing. They're not standing for anything, so they're falling for anything when they get caught up in that. Gangbang would never justify the death of brothers and sisters. Say it again, man. Say it again. Say it again, James Cash. You cannot justify taking another black man or a black woman's life. You understand what I'm saying? It's time for us to wake up and smell the coffee, take a good look at the person in the mirror. You understand what I'm saying? We all guilty of playing a role that is destroying our community. Now it's time for us to get up, rebuild our community. Let's show some form of love toward each other. Let's start respecting each other. If you love your hood, what sense of taking another life from another hood? Bam, check this out. I'm off the next 2 days. I'm barbecuing 2 tri-tips on cherry wood with green beans and mashed potato. Oh yeah. I'm on the cognac. That's what I'm talking about, boy. My boy, every time he take off, man, he gonna do him some cooking. He gonna drink him some good looking and smoke him a good cigar. Keep doing what you do, man. Keep doing what you're doing. That's my Bakersfield brother, man. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all come with these Wednesday questions, man. This on y'all. Y'all throw some questions, and I'm gonna give y'all the answer, man. So throw some good questions at me. Let's make this live pop. I'm gonna be in here about 30 minutes, man. I just want to come in here and have some fun, man. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all come on up in here, man. Holla at your boy, holla at your boy, holla at your boy, man. Throw some questions at me. Don't run from it, run to it. Now, hit that like and subscribe when you come in. Share the content with your friend, man. Let's get these subscribers up, man. We don't do no clout chasing. We just keep it real right here. Tobias in the house, my boy G man. Watch this, man. I'm about to be out there in a couple of weeks. That's what I'm talking about, Tobias. You know how they hit me. I'm waiting to see you, baby. I know me and Crazy Open kick it together. All us can just hook up and do something. You understand what I'm saying? But come on, man. Y'all get on up here. Y'all throw some questions at your boy, man. Throw some questions at your boy. I see they stay at it, though. Bam, you got to get some people you walk the yard with to come in and interview. Well, watch this. I got an interview tomorrow, man. I got an interview tomorrow. Not an interview. I just got a special guest coming from the branch that was created for me to be a part of. Kev Mack gonna be on my show tomorrow at 6 o'clock, y'all. We got Kev Mack up in the house tomorrow, so y'all get y'all questions from Kev Mack. We gonna chop it up with the Mac head, man. The head general of the Kev Mack, man. My mentor, my YouTube mentor, we gonna kick it with Kev Mack, man. We gonna chop it up. We gonna have some fun. Whatever y'all wanna ask my partner, as long as you keep it respectful, we gonna keep it going, baby. Let's make it do what it do, man. Throw some questions at me. But one more thing, my boy giving the G Riders picnic in 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to make it. It's on my girl birthday. I'm sure gonna try to make it though. Right? I'm sure gonna try to make it. Me and my girl might have some. She already got plans. She just, although she got out the hospital, she still got some plans, and we gonna do what she want to do. My boy's coming. Yeah, Kev Mack tomorrow, Stan. Kev Mack tomorrow at 6 o'clock, man. That's gonna be one of my best lives. I can already feel it coming. So y'all come on in, tap on in tomorrow. I just want to do a quick 30-minute live, man. Just, it's hot in the house, hot outside. But hey, man, all is good. It's easy being yourself. It's harder being somebody else. Let's stop allowing people to exploit us. Let's stop exploiting ourselves. Let's be more peaceful and respectful toward each other. Hey, y'all think I'm lying, man. I'm on the move and trying to create peace in the black community, yeah, as well as the brown community. Uh, some gang members do put 100 on the 10, man. You understand what I'm saying? And it's embarrassing. Now, when I was an active gang member, if I was active, if this was going on when I was active, I'd be one of the first ones to say, man, them dudes, they making the hood look bad. Look how they act. They making their hood look bad. Well, I'm past that. They ain't making their hood look bad. They making their self look bad. Cause see, I know some Crips from hoods that's homeboys that be on YouTube. The Crips that I know from there get on them. The Bloods I know from some of these dudes sets that be disrespectful and just saying anything just to be saying it. They'll get on them dudes. And this the cold part. That's why they say they don't go back in their hood no more. Listen to me. That's why they really saying they don't go in their hood, because they know if they go in their hood, they got some. Because they're not just being misrepresenting their hood, they disrespecting their hood. They disrespecting their dead homies. They putting it on their hood. They putting it on their dead homies. Half of these dudes that put it on their dead homies don't even know they dead homies. They didn't even know they dead homies. So why do you want to toss a man up that's already resting in peace when you putting it on some dead homies? You understand what I'm saying? People need to stop that, man. Put it on you. And if you're a goddamn father or a grandfather, do you know how childish that sound on the dead homies, on the hood, cuz? That sound real childish for a grown-ass man with 3 or 4 babies, 3 or 4 grandkids, talking some gang shit. Billy, what it do, man? What it do? Snoopy Badass. How you been? Is it true, Snoopy Badass, the king of Compton? Hey, watch this. Whatever medication he on, or whatever thoughts he got in his head, that's what his head telling him. I'm here to tell you, he's not the king. He's not the king of Compton. He might be the king of somewhere else, but he's not the king of Compton. And I don't believe he. Watch this. I'm gonna even go as far as saying he ain't the king of Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? How can you be the king of anything when don't nobody know you and you can't even go there? The man just started gang banging about 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? He sure ain't the king of Compton when it comes to rap, because can't nobody take that title but Easy. You understand what I'm saying? Easy, he was the king of rap in Compton. Quick was there, 8 was there. Mossberg, we had a whole lot of good rappers, Game and everything, Dr. Dre. But we gonna get a seat to who it belonged to. Easy E. You understand what I'm saying? But hey, man, Boost Badass just be talking, Billy. Lately he been talking that east side shit out the west side of his mouth, and it's getting him caught up in some more bullshit. Now he say he's through. He ain't gonna get on YouTube no more. I guess he's like a turtle, he going back into his shell. He's climbing up under the rock. He finally thought he couldn't. He came from up under. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to get out of harm's way. He dug these. He dug these ditches for himself. Didn't nobody digging for him. But he's not the king of Compton. Y'all throw some questions at me, man. Throw some questions at me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all like 30 cool minutes though, man. Y'all throw some questions at me. Hit the like and subscribe. Support the channel, man. Share the content with your friends. Come on up in here, man. Come on up in here. I'm setting up some interviews though, man. After I talked to Stan and Kel Mack earlier today, I ran across one of my partners. He started a car club. We exchanged numbers and everything. I'm gonna try to get him to come on my show, right? And my boy Bone, he from Nutty Block, but he got his own car club. He was picking his son up from daycare. You understand what I'm saying? So we gonna see what it do. Then I met my boy Scotty yesterday. I'm trying to hook something up with my boy Woody. Slide some people at me. You understand what I'm saying? But I can tell y'all this, man. Those that's in here, the frontliners that's in here, if you know anybody that's willing to come share their story on YouTube, man, and their story worth listening to and worth hearing, give them my email. Have them reach out to me. You got the AOK if you got my number to get in my number. You understand what I'm saying? We can watch this, man. You ain't got to go to prison. You ain't have to went to prison or have to be a gang member to want to come on BAM Show and share your life, strength, and hope. We just want to know how people turn their life around and start living a positive life and being positive and productive in the community. That's what people need to hear. They don't want to watch this. I'm not trying to be one of them shows that glamorize prison and glamorize gang banging. Oh, I can give you some prison stories. I can give you some gang banging. I can give you some getting my ass whipped stories. You understand what I'm saying? Because I done had a few of them in my gang banging career. You understand what I'm saying? I remember one time, man, I did something at my house, right? I called myself talking back to my mama, man. So I got to get the fuck up out of there right before my daddy get off work, right? And I ran over in Nutty Block. I think I was like 13. I run up in Nutty Block, right? Now, I don't know my mom that got on this phone and talked to our family, man. I'm standing on the block. I never forget Todd. OG Todd lived on the corner across the street from Keely Welch. He lived on 165th and Northwood. I'm standing on the corner right there, drinking some motherfucking Silver Satin, man. And my cousin pulled up. Lil Ali, he had a 66 Chevy. He pulled up, right? And my family nickname is Hub. He said, Hub, get in the car. Let's go to stuff. Right now, I don't know what he didn't know. I went talking shit to my mama because I got kicked out of school. I got suspended or something, man. My mom was talking about I was on punishment. I was like, man, I ain't going to fuck that. I ain't finna be standing in the house like that, right? Man, as soon as I got in the car with my cousin, he fired on me. Bam! I'm talking about in the jaw. He fired on me, right? I hit the motherfucking door. I'm like, man, what's up, man? What you doing? And watch this, man. Out of respect for my big cousin, I didn't fight back, right? He took me on 166, man. Fatso was around there, Alvin Trasvik. And Big Ali, my oldest cousin, his big brother. I get out the car, he get to chastise me. Boom, 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 boom. Alvin Trasvik get to chastise me. That goes to show you, man, that older homies wasn't for us being disrespectful in the community nor in our household. I wasn't never disrespectful. I cussed my mother out or threatened or nothing like that. I loved it. My mother respected my mother. It was just I couldn't accept the fact she said. Matter of fact, I got busted with some weed at Willowbrook. My mother told me I was on punishment for 2 weeks. I'm like, fuck that, man. I ain't on no punishment. And I slammed the bedroom door. She said, yeah, gonna let that door knob gonna hit you with a good Lord gonna split you. She was gonna whoop my ass if I slammed her bedroom, her door again in her house, right? And my cousin then verbally chastised me. There are the times when I used to get caught up, man. My big homies Bodine, Great Cross, and them used to verbally chastise me. Especially my big homie Keith Randall, Bootstrap, Joe Daines, my baseball coach, the bully, AB, Calvin Randall, Van Richardson, them dudes, and Gregory and Jerry Jenkins, they used to verbally chastise me if they heard I was being bad at the house, man. If I was doing gang, goofy shit in the neighborhood, breaking in houses and all that, my big homies used to verbally chastise me and DK and Baby and them, letting us know, hey, this is the shit we don't do. Y'all ain't finna fuck up the neighborhood. And that's the shit that we lost in our neighborhood, man. All the younger homies respecting older homies, but they're not respecting all the older homies. Because majority of the dudes is trying to say they OGs from the hood, and I'm always telling y'all that's a title earned, not just given. A lot of them dudes might be OGs that lived in the neighborhood, but they wasn't OGs for us claiming the neighborhood. Some of these youngsters got more years of cripping and being bloods under their belt than some of these dudes that's trying to call themselves OGs today, man. Because them dudes came off the porch when they got caught up in their addiction. These youngsters came off the porch from day one they was born. You understand what I'm saying? And see, I can honestly say this about me, man. A lot of my little homies in their 30s, 20s, I was in prison when them young brothers came off the porch. I can't say if I could have prevented them from gang banging. Because if I was in the pen when they was born, and I was still gang banging, if I'd have been on the streets, they were still gang banging, I couldn't have stopped it. I quoted people in and Meyer. I never quoted dudes under me, Kirk and Lebo. I didn't quote them in. I never recruited nobody to become a Crip. You had to recruit yourself, because didn't nobody recruit me. I recruited myself. I just heard it calling. I wanted to be a Crip. Everybody in my era, we wanted to be Crips. Man, that was like having a big one. We all wanted to be this. Now, a lot of people in my generation as well as younger, my young homies that's younger than me in their mid-50s, early 50s, they changed their life around. They're parents now. They got good-ass jobs. They buying houses. And they know they can't keep a job. They can't continue. They can't pay a mortgage if they keep gang banging. Gang banging don't help you pay mortgages, man. Gang banging don't help you keep a job. Gang banging take all that right there from you. You feel me? What active gang member go to work? What active gang member paying a mortgage? Oh, you got the gang member that still claim his hood, but he's not active. And he's hustling and he's working. Them is non-active gang members. They doing what grown men supposed to do. They taking care of their kids. They sending their kids to college. And this is what grown men do. Grown men don't stay on post up on corners, man, with their pants hanging off their ass, showing their drawers. You understand what I'm saying? You got grown men out there today sagging with not a belt and some flip flops. That ain't what grown men do, man. Grown men are responsible. They're being held accountable for their own actions, not the actions of someone else. Old grown men, not older men. Grown men. Stop wanting to be old and wanting to be grown. Grown men are responsible. They take care of their kids and their grandkids, and they trying to be positive role models in the community. They go back in their neighborhood to show their homies, say, man, this is what's gonna happen when you get on the positive tip. And if you just parlaying every day in your hood and ain't got nothing to do, that's the negative side of you not never wanting to get away. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to move out your neighborhood, man. What's wrong if you don't want, once you moved away, you don't want to see somebody see your success. Show somebody how you succeeded in turning your life around. They give the next person some hope, some inspiration that he can do it. Name of the game is each one teach one. Let's lift each other up. Let's not tear each other's down. That's the name of the game. That's what grown men do. That's what grown men do. Grown men don't get on YouTube talking about their kids' mama. Grown men represent their kids' mama no matter what she might be doing. They ain't gonna let another man disrespect their kids' mama. Because if you allow a man to disrespect your kids, mom, you're allowing somebody to disrespect your kids. Because that's something that's a part of your kids. We don't know how to love the right way sometimes, black folks. We love the wrong way. Some of us love too hard. So I love hard, right? I love a person the way I love myself. And I just learned how to love myself. I just learned how to appreciate myself. Each one teach one, love one. Say it again, man. That's how I go, man. And people ain't getting it. You understand what I'm saying? We got to start lifting each other up instead of tearing each other down. You understand what I'm saying? I'm all about the empowerment of the black man, not the tearing down of the black man. I want to lift us up. I'm tired of saying we know the cause of the problem and we acting like we're afraid of the solution. Because we know the cause of the problem, we know the solution to our problems. You understand what I'm saying? And it's broke and it's need fixing. See, we the only one can fix our own problem. We can't sit in the shadows and waiting on somebody else to fix our problems, y'all. We got to be the ones who want to fix our problem. The tiger can't change his stripes, but everybody can change. Say it again, man. Anybody can change, and sometimes change ain't good. Look at what you see. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all about this. Each one teach one, each one lift one. Let's stop tearing each other down. Let's eliminate this self-hatred we got going on amongst ourselves. That's not a good look, man. Black and brown communities, we got to learn how to protect our communities. And stop allowing somebody else to think they protecting them when they doing us more harm than doing us good. Because we got to, if we're our own worst enemy, we can be our own best friends. Let's turn that negative into a positive. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we got to eliminate the negativity, man. So the challenge is for 7 days, let's have peace on YouTube. Let's stop bickering with each other. Let's talk about a peace movement. For 7 days, let's talk about a peace. Let's just talk about peace. Let's not talk about belittling each other. Let's not talk about pulling up on each other. And I noticed, man, the dudes spend more energy on saying pulling up on each other than they put energy in saying let's pull up to have peace. Yet they say they for peace. How can you possibly be for peace when you manipulate two black men they going at each other, man? You can't be for peace. You can't, because grown men don't supposed to be out there fighting like they little boys. Grown men should be able to talk their problems out in a diplomatical way, being gentlemen. Gangsters is gentlemen, man. Gangsters ain't wild people without thinking. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to start conducting ourselves like grown men instead of immature ass kids, man. Stop wanting to be old and want to be grown. Stop acting your shoe size. Start using your head for more than a hat rack. You understand what I'm saying? Don't just shout it, be about it. That's the name of the game, man. Y'all got 3 or 4 more minutes at me. Y'all they better come on with a question. Ma'am, they grown men's over 30. The program said again, Peter Arnold. Everyone walks away from the peace talk, but when we grown up, when we crowd up and huddle around deep, when it comes time for gladiators and war. Say it again, man. Watch this. And half of them don't want to huddle up for when it's time to have gladiator war. They run from that too. You understand what I'm saying? Hey man, the penitentiary is filled with a gang of wanna-be tough motherfuckers. A gang of motherfuckers that thought they were smart. And a gang of motherfuckers that regret the decisions they made in life. Ask me how I know? I was one of them. I was one of them. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't just filled with gang members, baby. Some civilians up in there too. Non-affiliates is up in there too. But it's a gang, that penitentiary is filled with a gang of wanna-be tough motherfuckers. A motherfucker that thought he knew everything. And thought he had a whole lot of heart. And I was one of them. I'm tired of being the Ku Klux Klan in the black man's body, man. I love being black. I love all my black people. You understand what I'm saying? Let's make this thing happen. We must come together as one and start loving each other, man. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all got to come with some questions. I was only going to say this was on 30-minute live and ain't nobody throwing no questions at me. Y'all trying to keep me. In order to keep me, you got to throw a question. Throw the questions at me, man. We got 26 people up in there, 24 likes, man. Throw the questions at me. Holla at your boy, man. They act like nobody ever told them nothing. Say it again, Peter Arnold. And watch this. I'm guilty of this too, man. A lot of advice that people gave me when I was young, in my 20s, when I was a teen, in my 30s. And although I was in prison all my 20s and 30s and 40s, the majority of my 50s, right? Uh, I didn't let that advice come in one ear and go out the other. I just didn't know how to apply that advice in my life at that time. Today I know how to apply a lot of the advice that my parents and my big cousins, some of my big homies gave me. That's why I love Great Cross so much, Rick Jenkins. You understand what I'm saying? Jerry Jenkins, Bootstrap Wrestling in Peace, AB, Mac Watts, Pet Bull and them, Kitty Welch and them. You understand what I'm saying? Mike T, Lolly, Big Ollie, my cousins and them, Big Aunt Sumo and them, Scorpion and them. That's why I love them brothers so much. Brothers like Cutes. You understand what I'm saying? Anthony Stone, Frank Van, Too Pretty Kenny, my uncle. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I love them so tough, because the advice they gave me as a kid, I'm utilizing that advice today. I was a kid. I might have been grown when Cupes met me, but I was still a kid, man, in a man's body. Because kids don't supposed to, kids gang bang, grown men don't. I was a grown ass man in prison gang banging, trying to build a name for my motherfucking self, and I did. Not a fucked up name, although some people told Kev Mack I was a low key bully, and people have told me that damn you was a bully, and I used to think bullies couldn't have been a little dude, but I am aggressive. Sometimes I get too aggressive, right? I ain't one to bite my tongue, man. I tell a person what it is and how I feel. You understand what I'm saying? But what I learned in prison was violence can't always solve my problems. I can solve problems without having to resort to violence. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about communication, man. If we open up the doors of the lines of communication, things will be better off in our community. So we don't know how to talk to each other. We know how to talk at each other, but we don't know how to talk to each other. We got to learn how to start talking to one another instead of talking at each other. Because when you talk to each other, that's a form of respect. When you're talking at each other, that's no respect showing at all. Bam, at what age did you leave home for good, and where did you go? Man, I left home at 19 and I went to prison. Although I wasn't living with my mother when I turned 18, I was still had clothes at my mama's house. I had the type of mama, man, although I might have lived with a girl. My mom and sisters always told me, don't take all your clothes to that girl house because she can put you out at any given moment. You understand what I'm saying? And that used to always happen. You understand what I'm saying? But when I finally left the house for good, I went to prison. And each time I paroled to my mama's house. You understand what I'm saying? And my mama was the type of woman to never turn her back on her sons, man. You know, I love my mama for that. I miss my mother, man. My mother was my shero. Her and my two grandmothers, you understand what I'm saying? My mother was a hell of a black queen, man. My grandparents was, my two grandmothers, man. Both of them were from Louisiana, but one ended up moving out here, right? My father and mother. Them were some beautiful black queens, and all my aunties, man, and my female cousins. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of women that I admire and respect. My mother, my homie's mother, like Medea. That's baby mother, Miss King. My best friend DK, mother-in-law, Miss Smith. Mama Doris, Great Cross mother. Miss Piper, June, sugar-free grandmother. Miss Stone. Uh, 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 my homeboy Jobo, baby mother. Jobo, my little homie Jobo mother, Carolyn. Carolyn, in my era, Carolyn was like Mama Crip. But what I love most about Carolyn, we couldn't cuss in her house. She used to make us take our hats off in her house. Or we can shoot dice in the garage and do all that, but we better not get to cussing. Carolyn didn't allow that. We couldn't walk up in Carolyn's house with our pants hanging off our ass. Carolyn didn't play that shit. Carolyn, you had to respect Carolyn. Carolyn, listen to me, man. When I got grown, I think I was 18 or I was out on bail before I was on my way to the pen. I was over Carolyn's house. And a cuss word, I slipped and cussed. I said, excuse me, Carolyn. She said, oh, you grown now. You understand what I'm saying? But we couldn't cuss when we was 13, 14, 12 years old going over Carolyn's house. And Carolyn, she knew we was gang banging. She didn't like what we did. But like she said, whatever you do, be your best at doing it. You understand what I'm saying? My homie MC laced me a lot. Him and his wife Donna, DeRozan auntie Diane, me mother, DeRozan mother. You know what I mean? They raised me in my hood. My homie Bay, you understand what I'm saying? They raised me. Kenny Homer raised me. Jimmy Piper and them. Them dudes raised me, man. And we had to respect the elders in our community. A lot of these youngsters don't respect the elders in their community. They done lost focus. That's the biggest problem in our community today, the lack of respect. And it's not just on the kids. It's on these older cats in our neighborhood. that you know this lady been in the neighborhood just as long as you, and you'll post up in front of this lady house and drink and everything. Now, did you do this when you was a kid? No. So why would you be letting the young homies do it? So see, people only do what they see others do. Now everybody gonna say they ain't never followed nobody, but we all do what we see others do, except jump off a motherfucking roof or jump off a cliff. You understand what I'm saying? But if they see you standing in front of this house drinking, it ain't your house, and you smoking weed, doing this, shooting dice in front of this house, here comes the rest of the weed smokers, here comes the rest of the drinkers, here comes the rest of the dice shooters. Because I'm guilty of posting up in front of people's houses, and I shouldn't have been doing that. You understand what I'm saying? That's not a good look, man. But ain't nobody ever shot dice in front of my mama's house. We ain't never posted in front of my mama's house. We didn't have family functions in front of us pull up. But wasn't no posting. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what we do. My homie Junebug mother, she raised me. The Randalls, Mr. and Mrs. Randall, my homie Redbird granddaddy, Joe Randall, Big Bay Rob, Miss Moses, Denny Mo mama. A lot of these dudes that claim this hood don't even know they homies, mamas, and daddies. You understand what I'm saying? Yet they say they day one cats. When you're a day one cat, man, you know your homie's parents. And when you get a sense of urgency that you know your homie's parents, they give you a form of dignity about your cripism, your bloodism in your community. Don't nobody like their community with full of spray paint. Yeah, we spray painted on the walls. If you can sag at a Carolina house, I assume that was the 80s. From your spin, with you sagging, came out. And watch this, man. We sag, but we don't sag like these dudes sagging today. I sag. Today, my sagging means my pants is not tightly fitted on me. They still loose, but then you can't see my drawers. Only time you see my drawers is when I lift my t-shirt up. I wear boxers. I put my slingshot inside of my boxers. And that's how Compton cats dress. That's how we get in. I'm looking. These brothers today, man, is sagging in skinny jeans. Anybody that wear jeans, they hug their ankles. Them is girl pants. I don't grasp that. They sagging and wearing flip-flops. We did not wear flip-flops. We might have wore corduroy house shoes, but we didn't wear flip-flops. These dudes wear flip-flops, man. Did any Crips from Watts used to visit Front Hood back in the day? Yeah. Yeah, I got a homeboy named Benzo Ed from Grape Street, born and raised in Front Hood. You understand what I'm saying? But that's my homeboy from Grape. Watch this, man. A little bit of everybody. Ed from, it was another Ed, not Benzo Ed, but it was another Ed from Grape, lived next door to my homie Boogie house on the 3rd. You understand what I'm saying? Fish from Lantana lived in my hood. I had a homie from Santana live in my hood. We have homies that moved. D from Fidus Hoover used to live in my hood on 130th. Had a sister named Robin. OG, you talking about community, OG. We have a lot of our sense of community back in the day. You treated your homie's house like it was yours. That's how you supposed to, man. Watch this. That's the problem now. Don't nobody want to respect nobody else's property. Man, when I was coming up, if you pissed in front of somebody's house, you got your ass before you got home. Take that shit to your street. You had to respect the comments of your community. Didn't nobody like the community looking fucked up, man. Tell me anybody that like to hear somebody say, "Oh man, yeah, I know where you stay at. It look fucked up over here, man." Yeah, that's ghetto. It's a trip home we call it with all the black folks. We say that's the ghetto. But if your community is so rigid with graffiti all over yourself, that's too much ghetto. No, man. We destroyed. That's why I be saying I'm not a product of my environment. My environment is a product of me. We did this. We broke everything in our community. Every time it was a race ride. The 65 ride and the 92 ride. Guess who communities got burnt up? And that's who did the burning. We did. Black folks burnt up their own community. I wouldn't give a fuck who owned the stoves. We burnt up our own community. Then the black people that had businesses in our communities no longer had the businesses no more. Other people of color bought them businesses. Jacked the prices on us. Talk to us like we crazy. You can go in the store in your neighborhood and spend $100 on liquor and they still gonna charge you for a bag. You can give them a $100 bill. Hand it in their hand. They throw your change on the counter. They say, "Oh, you want a bag? Goddamn, I just spent $100 in your store. Can I get the bag for free?" You understand what I'm saying? They don't even respect the community. Yet we allow them in our communities to open up businesses. No, man. It's time for us to start people that's not of color in our community. You're gonna respect the community because we're respecting your business. If you don't respect us, we can't respect you. See the difference, man. We got to start demanding our respect. We don't even demand respect amongst ourselves. And that's why they talk to us and treat us any type of way, because we don't respect each other. If we start respecting each other, look how quick these people with businesses is gonna change. Every other corner, man, you got a goddamn nail shop. Every Korean in there. They listening to the music, they bobbing their head, listening to the music, they listening to the conversation, but when they get to talking, they act like they don't speak English. They try to outcount you. They tell you something for $4, then you spent $11. Something for $4, some say $7. That's 11. That's 7 times 4 plus 4 equals 11. They're gonna tell you it's $19, and then when you correct them, it's a problem. No, man. We must demand our respect. But in order to demand our respect, we got to start respecting each other. And that's what we're not doing. That's why people of different nationalities come in our community and treat us with lack of respect, because we don't respect each other. They go home every night with their pockets filled with our money and talk about us. Wake up every morning and say, let's go to the jungle. Let's go where these niggas live at. Let's go where these Mexicans live at. We finna charge their ass arm and the leg. We gonna laugh at them. We gonna make sure their lights go off and while our lights stay on. Come on, man. Let's make it make sense, man. If we don't respect ourselves, how we expect somebody else to respect us? Look at No Jumping Them show. Every brother go on there, man. They use that N-word all goddamn day on that show, from Brick Baby to the Snoopy Badass Boy and everybody else that go on there. They call Adam 22, whatever the fuck his name is. They call that man Mo nigga and say nigga on them like I'm on a plantation amongst my own people. We got to stop using that N-word so loosely amongst another race. They call the white boy nigga. They call the Mexican a nigga. And you get mad when they say that word. If you call them that, they're entitled to say that. Stop calling them that. Stop saying it in their presence. Don't give them that. You giving them power when you call them a nigga, and you giving them power for they can call you a nigga back. You understand what I'm saying? Then you get these brothers with these platforms. Yeah, man, the white boys and the Asians, they be exploiting us. But you sitting up, you don't say the white boy exploiting, you say that nigga. That's a white boy. That's an Asian. When he became a nigga, come on, man. You the first. Stop treating yourself like you the last. We got to start respecting ourselves. When we start respecting ourselves, everybody else gonna respect us. The lack of respect give people enough power to not respect us. We got to stop this self-hatred amongst ourselves. Stop talking so aggressively at each other. Stop talking at each other, start talking to each other. Y'all throw some couple of more questions. I said 30 minutes, and I've been in there 43 minutes. Y'all throw some more questions at me, man. Throw a question or two at me, man. Throw something at me, man. Throw something at me. Bam. Who's the coldest basketball player to be from Compton, even if he didn't go pro? Roy Hamilton. He played for Vernon Day in UCLA. Roy Hamilton. And my homie, Rooney. Rooney was from Carver Park. Wasn't no Crip. He just born and raised. His nephew, my homie Marcus, 118, be always in my chat. Rennie had a crisscross way before Allen Iverson. Rennie did things with that basketball way before Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan. Rennie, man, listen to me. Rennie could have made it to the pros. Roy Hamilton played with David Greenwood. They went to Vernon Day and UCLA. Now, it's other basketball players that I know. I had a little homie named Rome from Inhood. Everybody in Tehachapi wanted Rome on his basketball team. Rome played basketball so motherfucking good in the penitentiary. I got caught up in the melee with Rome. In Tehachapi, Rome, him out there on the basketball court in Tehachapi on the 4-yard, man, playing against the Fresnos, and them dudes couldn't accept that ass whooping. And we started squabbling. I was in the bleachers, come out the bleachers. My old ass come out the bleachers, get to squabbling. James White, what it do, baby? What it do? Yeah, my homie Rennie, though, Corey, Rennie balled his ass off, man. And guess who used to be? This is in 75 and 76. He was the best team of the LA Cats. Guess who the coach was? Reggie Wright Sr. And guess who the ball boy was? Fat ass Reggie Wright Jr. was the ball boy. That's what he should have stuck to. Going to pick up some balls. instead of trying to create a show to talk about another black man. You understand what I'm saying? What it do? James White up and down. What it do? Y'all throw a couple of questions at me, man. The reason I be doing my live, I be wanting to talk to my girl, man. She still, even though she at home, her breathing be bothering, so I be wanting to talk to her at a certain time, and I told her I was gonna call her at a certain time. So y'all come on, throw a few questions at me. Support the channel, man. Hit that like and subscribe. Support the channel. Look out for your boy. Look out for your boy. You understand what I'm saying? But other than that, man, it's all good. Just gonna be tough questions. Who should be the black people vote for president next term? Hey, I don't watch this, man. I don't even follow politics like that no more, Billy, man. Watch this, man. I don't think no white man is for the black people. Can't nobody convince me one of them is. I don't know why people believe Bill Clinton was the black people president, because he wasn't. You understand what I'm saying? But if we got to get one, we got to get one that ain't gonna lie to us. And which one haven't lied to us? So I don't know. Just going to be a tough question. Who should the black people vote for? I couldn't tell you shit. I hope don't nobody vote for Donald Trump though. But Donald Trump was the only president that ever gave us some stimulus money. You understand what I'm saying? Biden been lying to us since he been in the White House. You understand what I'm saying? So I right from here, man. I don't even know, man. I ain't been paying attention to it. I see it, but I don't, you know. I see it on the news, but I don't care too much about it right now. But watch this. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna give you that question. I'm gonna give the answer to that question later on, Billy. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all, come on, throw a couple of more questions at me, man. Throw some questions at your boy, man. Throw some questions at your boy, man. It's Wednesday. It's a nice day today, man. Been hot, but it's a nice day. Hit them likes, run them likes up, man. Ain't nobody asking a question. Alicia, how you doing, sweetheart? We got one of the cover girls up in the house. You understand what I'm saying? Bam, look up Kern report. When it's live vote, I breaks down in depth why those uprisings happen. I got you. Kern report. I got you. I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna do that after talk to my girl. I'm gonna check you out. I'm gonna check that out. But check this out, man. I've been in here long enough, man. Y'all tap in tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do a live tomorrow. If I don't do no earlier live, tap in tomorrow. I got Kev Mack at 6 o'clock tomorrow. If ain't nobody told you they love you, OG Bam love you, man. Y'all enter the raffle, support the channel. Y'all see the cash up there. Enter the raffle, support the channel. Share the likes with your friends. Share the likes. Come in hitting that like and subscribe. Share the content with your friends. Ain't nobody told you they love you today. OG Bam love you. Peace.